Gary Blackwood, a well-known author of fiction and non-fiction for young adults, released his dystopian speculative fiction novel, The Dying Sun, in 1989. The story unfolds in the midst of a new ice age during the 21st century, depicting a future where much of the US and Canada has become uninhabitable. Through the adventures of a teenager named James Simpson, who embarks on a perilous journey from Mexico to Missouri, Blackwood delves into the geopolitical shifts and conflicts that arise from such an environmental catastrophe. The narrative is presented as a retrospective account by 16-year-old James, reflecting on the events of the past year in his life. The novel depicts a world where the sun's light and impact on Earth are gradually diminishing, leading to a significant cooling effect and a reverse climate change, no less catastrophic than global warming. This climatic shift triggers mass migration, with northern U.S. residents relocating southwards, seeking refuge in Mexico. As a result, Houston has transformed into a sprawling and rundown megalopolis, serving as the new capital of the United States, situated along the Mexican border. Ironically, despite the current anti-immigrant political climate, many U.S. citizens now attempt to enter Mexico legally and illegally, which sparks hostility and heightened patriotism within the Mexican population. Some Mexicans form border patrol militias, naming themselves the Mexican Liberation Army, and resorting to terrorism and guerrilla warfare against any individuals they encounter from the U.S. In the sprawling Houston megalopolis, James's family has struggled to make the best of their situation as refugees. However, the overwhelming crime, harsh living conditions, and sense of displacement lead them to make a bold decision to journey northward to their abandoned farm in Missouri, seeking a chance at a better life. But James, hesitant to embrace the rugged backwoods existence and leaving behind the comforts of modern life, opts to stay in Mexico. Choosing to stay with his recently orphaned best friend, Robert, and Robert's grandmother, James soon faces the harsh realities of life in Mexico. A terrorist attack leaves Robert with a lost leg, and the Mexican government introduces a universal military draft, including all immigrants, regardless of their physical condition. Worried for their safety, James and Robert embark on a perilous journey northward, hoping it will be less hazardous than staying behind. Their path is fraught with dangers as they traverse crumbling roads and devastated landscapes. Along the way, they encounter Sonny Shanahan, a thrill-seeking, funny, yet unpredictably unstable drifter. Sonny's carefree attitude often puts the boys in harm's way, pushing them to the brink of peril. Eventually arriving in Missouri, James and Robert face deep disappointment. The relentless cold weather and lack of amenities make life uncomfortably challenging, and the toil of running a farm is grueling. Robert, unable to adapt, decides to return south to his grandmother. However, after enduring an arduous winter and witnessing Sonny's brutal encounter with wild dogs, James matures and finds himself more capable of shouldering the burden. The novel concludes with James gradually developing a closer bond with his initially distant cousin, Judith, as they both confront an uncertain future with resilience. Reviewers have lauded the book for its intriguing portrayal of a potential dystopian world, yet some express concerns about its prose hindering the overall impact. Jack Foreman from the Mesa College Library in San Diego highlights how the boys' subdued and contemplative tone slows down the considerable plot action. While the novel addresses significant political, social, and personal themes, it lacks the passion needed to thaw the ice in James' narration. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.